Now we bring in international managers. We bring in people who their target is delivering a new technology worldwide and have the support of the government, scientific structure. So, as I said, very soon, in next few months, we make an offer to take over the Tesla cars. The Keshe Foundation will reach that point. All Tesla cars will shut down. We are in that position of the structure. Keshe Foundation, as this international organization, will get an option to Tesla cars in a very, very soon, very, very much sooner than you can think, because nobody needs electric cars anymore. The time of electric cars, these huge batteries, to a country like United Kingdom needs at least 5 factories to produce batteries to support only the cars in the United Kingdom. Each factory costs about $9 billion to build. They found the first sites, but they couldn't complete it because they couldn't raise $9 billion finance for it. Electric cars are not a reality in the world of what we call automotive. And Keshe Foundation has already developed and is developing further that in next few months we replace battery cars. That's the evolution in science. So, is Keshe Foundation going to sell cars? Or we bring in one line by line international cooperation about change of science and technology. This is not something new which we are going to do. We went to take over General Motor Car in Antwerp in 2010, 2011 to bring this car out. Then we couldn't understand how it got, I mean, we understood the King of Belgium went against it because we didn't give the thing and we know the whole story. And then we found out actually the mole of the Belgian government was sleeping in the same bed as us. They knew before us how they're going to assassinate us. So this time we are not going that way. We give international governments time to adjust. All these battery factories which are getting lined up, all these charging stations which are getting lined up for electric cars are obsolete. And for us not to be in danger, we have set it up in a way it goes to governments and different governments. So those of you who talk about what's going to happen to products of Keshe Foundation, this is where we're going. This is where the situation will go. Very soon, gas business for gas production, cooking in the house and everything will change. Maybe 2 to 5 years. Then what happens to all the other bits which are involved in? To gas, whatever, production nations like Iran and Qatar and the rest of it. How fast the government will go to it. So, yes, we are finishing with, yes, we are opening a new dimension. One of the first organizations which will be hit by this new development in technology is Tesla cars. It's electric cars, not just Tesla. But it keeps the old tradition going. Automotive cars stays. No engine, no batteries, and nothing else. So, yes, we are finishing with bits with it. Any of you have any products from Keshe Foundation, keep it. It's historical. We go into transportation. We go into what we call, whatever you call today, transportation, aircraft and the rest of it. So new products is not what is going to come. Just keep your ear open into what Keshe Foundation will announce in next few weeks and months. We are not sitting back, but we are not releasing anything out till we sort ourselves inside completely. So where does Keshe Foundation goes? There will not be, maybe in 10 years from now, that you don't go shopping on the internet, in the supermarket, on the high street, that somehow, somewhere, your life, what you buy is not touched by what this technology will come. The game has changed in the past few weeks. And we're not talking out of arrogance. We're talking out of hard work, delivering, and we showed what is to come. And in Iran, we show more of. And you knowledge seekers, you've been with us. The sessions of tomorrow is part of that. We are perfecting the art, we are perfecting the technology. And this time, we bring professionals, we bring experts, we bring governments in partnership. And they don't want to. We find there is so many others who are at the moment in the market in a pot. But one of my, to show the technology has to be there to change. And we will show the end of the automotive with batteries, fuel and the rest. Europe has accepted by 2030, 35, there cannot be no cars produced in Europe which has a fuel engine. So we are going through that transition with fuel engine cars in about 10, 20 years, but the rest of the world will be obsolete. The transition is to the battery cars. Well, battery cars have more problem than the fuel cars. So to go through the pain of the completion to battery car, we introduce a new technology for cars, which has no need for battery, has no need for engines, and literally is what the future is. I don't give electric cars more than 2 years life. You buy the luxury of a car, but you all have the same process. All you need to do, take out your shock absorbers out of your car, place the new reactors, a new control system, take your camshaft out, take your transmission shaft out, take your fuel tank out, take your whatever you call gearbox out, because it's not needed anymore. And most probably, third world nations will benefit by this faster than Europeans and Americans. The cost should not be maximum $500. You can fit it in a cardboard box and make a transport system out of it. Technology is there. 2 years. So are we going to new products? We're not. No, we just go for a different dimensions. This is one of our plans. We'll go for Tesla car because it's a symbol of, it's already there to strip it. This car was in a structure to be shown on 26th of December of 2011 in, what do you call it? In Holland, which what we call the Belgians thought they are very clever. They thought they stopped it, but thanks God they stopped it. Some 12, 13 years later, this car will come out and you will see it. And you understand why Tesla cars and electric cars are obsolete. This is gone. This you see, fuel tank, all the underneath, transmission is in the boot of the car, is in the back of the car. The center point here is where you receive the new control system. You put it on the ceiling of it. This, as you see, is just where your car mechanics, you understand, where you'll sit your shock absorbers. This is where the new reactors will drop in to replace the shock absorbers. And this is underneath of the car. This is where the transmission pipe is not there anymore because it's not needed. And this is where the engine was. You all seen these pictures before. It's how much more of this room which you put an engine, you bring forward, more space in the cars, or we make it smaller cars. Very compact system. So car prices will drop drastically by at least 80%. Well, you paid 50,000 with all the luxury things in it. You should buy it for less than $5,000 or $10,000 now. Brand new from the factory. This is what we set up in 2011. When we were given the factory in Antwerp by General Motor. And we received the support from the German government to tune of 500 million to set up the factory complete. That time we had two big enemies inside the foundation. One is dead and one is gone.